This is KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Adam Knight, Artistic Director at Riverside Theatre. Adam, welcome back.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Nice to see you. Got an upcoming performance on a rolling world premiere.
Yeah, so when we announced the season last year, we had this slot as a surprise show. Well, the cat's out of the bag. We're doing a show.
Surprise!
Surprise! It's the world premiere of Apple Season by E.M. Lewis. It's a fantastic new play about a woman returning to her family's farm after many, many years, and she runs into an old flame which conjures up memories that she thought she'd escaped long ago. And it's a beautiful play that just unfolds like this amazing short story. It reminded me of some of Annie Proulx's work, and as we've been working with it on stage, it's just been so fascinating to see just this long arc unfold on stage, and we've got a fantastic cast assembled, so it's been a great time.
Broadly, and you've worked with a lot of new plays, and of course, and you're always you stage well-known plays as well. If you could broadly characterize, how kind of I don't want to say the current playwriting style and aims, is it all over the road, or can you kind of sense, okay, this is this era, this is that era?
Playwriting right now is in a really vibrant time where we don't know where it's going, and I think if when we look back at like the strata of what playwriting is in this period of time, it's going to be the variety is going to be the defining, I think, characteristic of it. We're very excited right now in the theater and at Riverside in expanding the types of voices that we have on our stage and the people who tell the stories. In this case, one of the things that drew me to it was there's this sensualness that I find in like Maria Irene Fornes's work or even Sam Shepard's work, where memory and the present interweave in a kind of magical realism sort of way, but also something about the setting and the way that the characters just are left to stew on stage. It reminds me of O'Neill and like Desire Under the Elms or All Wilderness. O'Neill's kind of plays that take place in farm country and where the land is very much a character of the play. So in that respect, I think it's it's both an old-fashioned type of play and a very, very new type of play. At Riverside, part of our mission is to support writers and to support new work. And we're just so thrilled to have the writer in the room with us. She was in Iowa City last week. She comes from the Pacific Northwest. And Ellen, E.M. Lewis, was making script changes with the actors in the room, and we were kind of trying out new ways to play the scenes, and she was giving me some notes, and I was giving her some notes, and I just think she's a fantastic writer. And part of what this production is about making the play as strong as it can be and as close to what she is envisioning as possible.
It has to be very cool for the actors and for you as the director to get to have a part.
It's the best.
To get to be in on the birth of a play and get to have a little hand in its shaping.
It's really the best. So what our audiences are going to see is a play that they will be the first to see. Now, we are partnering with two other theaters.
Yeah, so it's a rolling world premiere. And what exactly does that mean?
So Riverside Theatre is a core member of the National New Play Network, which is a national organization of theaters that are committed to doing new work, and this organization helps us help support new work in a variety of different ways. One of the ways is a rolling world premiere. So we, New Jersey Rep in New Jersey and Moving Arts in LA, have all committed to doing this play. And New Jersey Rep actually opened theirs in January, so we're the second, and Moving Arts is the third. And the playwright is in attendance at all three theaters and is making changes and continuing to develop what the play wants to be on its feet. And so the idea being that at the end of these three productions, the play will have kind of found its settled into the footing that it wants to have, and it will eventually be published by Samuel French because of a partnership. So it both exposes the playwright's words to more theaters and more audience than would otherwise be possible, and also, allows the play to develop and mature.
When you talk about the playwright coming in and working with you and the actors, and making some adjustments, these are probably tweaks. I mean, it's a line of dialogue here, it's a line of dialogue there. It's not brand new takes on characters or anything like that.
If you're lucky. We've got a fantastic cast, and I'll just give a quick shout out to them. Courtney Esser, who's an out-of-town actor, we're bringing her in from Denver, is just fantastic as the lead Lissy. We also have Barrington Baxter and Aaron Weiner, both of whom Riverside audiences will recognize. They're fantastic, solid actors. And having such a great cast allows the writer and me to try out some new things, and they're so game. So it's typically, if you're lucky, the changes aren't humongous
At this point, probably, because it's a pretty finished work.
But if that's what the play needs, that's what the play needs. So if she would have come in with 8 new scenes, we would have rehearsed them, and it would have been great. So I think that whatever is going to serve the writer in their process, we're excited about.
The play is Apple Season, and what are the dates?
We open March 29th and run through April 20th.
Okay, and if people want tickets, they can get them on your website, which is?
www.riversidetheatre.org, and it's theater with an R-E.
Adam Knight is the artistic director of Riverside Theatre in Iowa City, riversidetheatre.org. Thanks again for being here.
Thanks for having me. It's always great to be here.
You can hear The Culture Crawl live on the radio most Thursdays and Fridays at 10:20, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule using your favorite podcast app or at kcck.org/culture. I'm Dennis Green.